Langsung bulat ke sini, habis duduk langsung ke sini. Hello that people, nama gue Izar, gue tim dari Diehardadidasfan. Gue mau cerita sedikit tentang Diehardadidasfan ya. Yang pertama, berdirinya Diehardadidasfan. Diehardadidasfan tuh berdiri di tanggal 1 April tahun 2021. Lalu kita berkreasi, membuat video YouTube kita pertama yang tayang di tanggal 4 Mei 2021. Bertepatan dengan hari Star Wars. Video yang pertama kali naik waktu itu adalah video tentang kolektor dari kawan kita, Yoga Pratomo. Masuk ke bulan Agustus, kami merilis video The Treasure Seeker, sebuah video dokumenter tentang penemuan sepatu di Resto Sport. Banyak dari sepatu yang kita temukan itu sebelumnya adalah The Lost One, alias sepatu yang fisiknya nggak pernah ditemuin, yang cuma kita lihat di katalognya aja. Kesuksesan The Treasure Seeker membuat antusias Diehardadidasfan mulai naik. Oleh karena itu, di September 2021, Museum Diehardadidasfan dibuka untuk umum. Diehard people yang mau main, yang mau berkunjung ke museum untuk melihat koleksi, dipersilahkan. Isi museum semuanya berasal dari koleksi Om Hari, kolektor sekaligus penggagas dari Diehardadidasfan. Masuk ke awal tahun 2022, tim dari Size mengajak kolaborasi Diehardadidasfan. Kolaborasi ini terinspirasi dari sepatu penemuan di Resto Sport. Diambillah dua siluet sepatu, yang pertama trim trap blau, yang kedua trim trap mesh yang berwarna merah. Setelah melalui riset yang panjang, mereka pun membuat video campaign datang ke Indonesia. Hingga di akhir tahun 2022 atau lebih tepatnya di bulan Desember, sepatu tersebut rilis. Tapi kami dikejutkan dengan satu trim trap colorway baru, yang terinspirasi dari logo DKI Jakarta. Ini membuat kami jadi lebih semangat untuk membuat konten tentang Adidas. Masuk ke tahun 2023, atau tepatnya di bulan April. Adidas Indonesia mengajak kolaborasi Diehardadidasfan dengan mengadakan event Home of Classic yang bertempat di Museum Diehardadidasfan. Kolaborasi dengan Adidas Indonesia terus berlanjut. Di bulan Oktober, Adidas Indonesia mengadakan Brand Chapter, sebuah eksibisi yang memamerkan beberapa sepatu vintage dari Diehardadidasfan. Event ini bertempat di M Block Space, Jakarta Selatan. Nggak jauh dari tempat penemuan sepatu kita di Resto Sport. Masuk ke tahun 2024, kami dikagetkan dengan datangnya Dean Lux, Global Vice President Product dari Adidas Original. Setelah itu, kami mendapatkan invitation resmi dari Adidas.
Yeah, I mean, we came here 6 months ago, and I came with Dean Lokes, who's the VP of Originals Footwear. And you know, the interesting thing is a lot of the collection that is in these rooms, he actually worked on almost like 20 years ago. So I think for us, we just, you know, he knew about the collection as well, so he wanted to come and see it. And after we made the visit, and I think it was literally the first day of you opening up the new museum, and you know, literally from the moment we left till we jumped in the car, we were like, hey, we need to try and get these guys to Herzog, because first of all, I mean, you've been so accommodating to us. Every time we speak, you made time for us on your weekends. You know, you helped us getting pictures of certain shoes. It was really valuable for us. So we just wanted to kind of repay that favor, you know, and you've got such an impressive archive of your own, and the starting point was how do we get you to the real archive and the main archive in Herzog.
All right. So yeah, a couple of months ago, we had the opportunity to invite the Diehard team to come over to Herzog to see where we do our thing, where we create the product. I think when we look at, you know, Adidas is not just a brand, but a community of like-minded people with interest in a specific part of footwear history. I think a community is built on experience that you have together. Obviously, we've had the experience to come here to the amazing museum that the guys run here in Jakarta, and they shared some of the things that they've collected throughout the years and some of the knowledge and the interest that they have in the brand. And we felt it was only right to share some of our experiences as well and give them the opportunity to come to our place and see how we do things and the environment that we're working in and how we go about creating our products and the things that we see, and give them an insight in the collection that we as a brand have amassed over the years. So taking them into the archive, having the opportunity to show them Scheinfeld, obviously the place in Germany where we still produce some of our shoes, getting them really close to the actual production of the stuff. It's really nice to have the opportunity to present something like this to people who are so dedicated to the brand and the product that we make, who share the same love and the same interest and the same eye for detail and love for storytelling. So it's amazing to share that with people. A lot of the times we're in our office and we're working on product and we're trying to make everything as beautiful and nice as possible, but by the time it comes out, we're already a couple of seasons ahead working on the next thing. So we don't always get the opportunity to share the excitement of us creating with the people who actually receive it, because the time that's between the creation and the actual release. So having people on the ground who are so into the brand and into the history and things like that, and immediately being able to spar with them and seeing their response when you show them certain things or tell them certain things, that's very motivational for us as well, because in the end, of course, we're a brand and we make shoes to sell them and make money. But we're also all very driven by the history of the brand and creating beautiful product and seeing people respond to that product. That is worth more than the paycheck that comes in every month, right? We want to make nice stuff. We want to make stuff that hopefully, one day ends up in a place like this, that lives forever on people's feet or in people's memories. So yeah, that's why it's great to work with the Die Hard team and being here and they come to our place, and exchanging information, exchanging love and exchanging enthusiasm for this brand and the product that we make.
Perjalanan lebih dari 10 jam nggak terasa melelahkan, karena kami begitu antusias menyambut undangan ini. Sesampai di Badar Muni, itu jam 6 sore. Kami pun segera memesan taksi untuk langsung ke stasiun Muni. Dari stasiun Muni, kami langsung ke kota Erlangen menggunakan kereta cepat, sekitar 1 jam. Sesampainya di stasiun Erlangen, kami langsung menuju hotel dengan berjalan kaki, karena memang letak stasiun dan hotelnya nggak begitu jauh. Tur ini lumayan panjang ternyata, dipandu oleh tim dari Adidas Original, Kleber, yang mengajak kita ke gedung Arena, ke gedung Laces, sampai berkeliling headquarter Adidas menggunakan sepeda.
from Sheffield factory. Gelo.
Surprise, ya kan?
Di tengahnya kayak ada itu apa namanya endorse by apa namanya yang It's very special. This is crazy. Oh my god.
Got the most experienced guy.
Freshly made from Sheffield factory, Germany. Oh my god. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, we had already started, you know, we started to kind of slow down the city series a few years ago, just because, you know, it was really successful, but it went on for quite a few years, and we just wanted to try something new, something different. And we know that the Island series had been redone around about 2015, 2016. So we wanted to try and knowing that maybe wasn't so long ago for some people, we wanted to reintroduce new Island series shoes. So that's also why we started to do some research and, you know, obviously looking internally what would be easier to do, what would be, you know, something a bit more special. And of course, when you look out and you see the different models, and a lot of the collection was centered around, you know, the Indonesian islands, that's kind of where we started. And this was before we actually met you. So I remember the first time we came here and we saw the Bali shoe, and we were, and then obviously the Java, and we're taking pictures from like, oh, you know, this is quite close to where the original is. Obviously we make it slightly more modernized for today because a lot of the shoes are very small. So the idea was just, you know, again, as soon as we left here on that last trip 6 months ago, and we were in the car and we said, hey, what can we do that's really, really special for the team? Because they've got a special place, they're doing something special for the community, they're doing something special for us as a brand, so what can we do for you? And that's where the idea came up about, I mean, literally the day that we left, we said, oh, maybe we could, you know, invite them to Herzog, we can do the archive, but then we could take them to Scheinfeld, and then as they are walking through, we could see, you know, a version of their shoe be constructed and made just for them. And we managed to keep it quite, let's say, nobody knew it was happening apart from a select few. And then, of course, seeing the reaction from you when you arrived, and I guess, you know, seeing a shoe being made that might look like a Java, but then seeing what was on the shoes with your name and your faces. And I do believe Linda from our team in the factory, she had maybe asked that we need a very, very high resolution picture for some kind of you know, ID in Adidas, but actually that was for the shoes. So we told a little bit of a lie, but we wanted to keep it special for you.
Right. So of course, you know, when someone visits and takes a flight that long, you know, we know how long it is to get from Jakarta to southern Germany. we wanted to do something special, right? It's not every day that you guys are coming over. It's not, you know, a flight easily taken. So we want to make sure that this visit became memorable. And outside of, you know, showing things and taking you guys around, we wanted to present you with something, you know, a keepsake and something hopefully that could live in a space like this. You know, inspired by our trips to Indonesia, we really wanted, we got a little bit like inspired to go into that specific part of the island series. We were already doing some island series shoes, and it was like, you know, inspired by our trips here. It was like, it's nice to give Indonesia some love as well. So obviously there were some good shoes in the archive that never been like truly properly retroed. So we did the Bali first, and then we had worked on the Java already before we knew you guys were coming. But we saw, right, this is the perfect gift for them, you know, giving them the shoe of the island that the museum is on, and being able to do that little touch of customization by putting Harry and Denny's faces and names on it to really make it that true one-of-one experience. And then, you know, of course, assembling it with the team there, giving that absolute unique experience that, you know, no one ever rarely anyone sees a shoe for them with their name on it being made in front of them. That's a very rare thing, and for us it was nice to be able to give that to you with a shoe that means so much to the community here and the history of the brand in this country. So yeah, for us it was the perfect opportunity to give you guys something memorable.
Langsung aja videonya.
I think for us, I mean, again, just seeing so many people passionate about the Adidas story, the Adidas history, the archive itself, just as, if not more passionate than a lot of the people, you know, around. It's incredible to see, and you know, there's clearly a big community here. It's almost like an extension of the culture that we see in Europe, and yeah, I mean, for us it's just it's, you know, it's so special to come here. It's so special to see how you're also on social media, you know, promoting the Three Strikes, but then also just really being a part of that community, and you know, yeah, I don't think I could really put in words how important it is for us to see that through the likes of you, you're really connecting with the community, but then you're also spreading the message. And for us, being connected to you, it's almost like being connected to the wider community as well, and it's just incredible to see. And you know, we get excited every time you post a video, whether it be at a football game, whether it be about people coming here to look at the shoes. So yeah, I think to the Indonesian community of Adidas, you know, we see you, we hear you, and you know, we just want to keep making amazing stuff for you as well.
I think what makes Die Hard so unique is that they really are so passionate and driven, but they are super into sharing that passion. It's not about, this is me and I'm keeping it to myself, which obviously is also very cool. And I also appreciate the fans that, any fan of the brand and anyone who takes the time to dig deeper into the history. But I think the role they've taken on to share all that history and that knowledge in a market that doesn't have as easy access to some of the historic tellings, some of the books or magazines or publications or product that releases. It's really nice to have people on the ground that tell that story and tell that history and carry the torch of the brand to an audience that is interested but doesn't have the access to some of the knowledge that we have over in Europe. So to me, it's so nice that out of love, right? There's no monetary gain here. There's no push from us as a brand. It was just you guys being passionate and sharing that passion, and I think that's the most true expression of love and connection with something. If you love it so much that you don't want to keep it for yourself, you want to share it with the rest of the world. I think that's an amazing job that you guys are doing over here.